Elena, I see you dancing over there.
Very cute.
Just jam into the theme song. Anyway, hello everyone. We are back for episode 5, which is wild. That means this is our 5th week of being gay vampires, which is very redundant, but here we are. Anyway, does anybody have a super quick recap? Because we did a lot, but not a lot. Other than Jason saying, "I'm so sorry, I fucked up."
I didn't do nothing.
Can you also say not the gumdrop buttons?
No. Because I had a lot of stress in the voice, and I had to do a very specific position for that.
I don't know if I want to know. Anyway, yeah. If anyone does have a quick recap, though.
Okay, I'll go. So it's been, I think it was 200 years later?
A little over 100 years.
A little over 100 years later. And we discovered stuff about a demon, and our sires didn't want us to know about it, basically, and made it so that we couldn't say the word demon, and that was a little bit of a gag that was happening during the whole thing. And then we all met back at the castle that we built, and decided we were gonna go and look for clues for this thing, and we were able to say the power of our sires was like weakened or something, which allowed us to talk about it again. And we stupidly went into the forest when we were given many, many hints that maybe we should get some silver.
Who would give you hints like that? I don't know.
It was great. But now Cassie and Demetrian's shoulders, and they're running for their lives.
Fantastic. Yeah, so before we get into this episode and see if anyone at all survives, I do want to acknowledge that I am streaming from the the stolen lands of the Neokaska, Kaskaskia, Ochehisakawan, and Kikopo people. Chad, do you have yours, or are you still working on that?
I am still working on that.
Sounds good. All right. Either one of you?
Yep.
Who wants to go?
I would like to acknowledge where I work, live, and play, which is located within Treaty 6 territory and within the Métis homelands and Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 4. I acknowledge this land as the traditional unceded stolen territories of the Nahia Aski, the Metchi FPE, the Naitso-Piastakawe, Sutina, the Ian Nakon Makochi, and the Venezuelan, the Nakota Sioux, Anishinaabe, and the Niitsitapi.
All right, and Valencia?
I am living and streaming from the stolen lands of the Multnomah, the Katnamet, Clackamas, and Chinook Nation.
Yeah, and we talk always about going to native-land.ca to find out more and supporting land back, but especially given everything going on politically in the United States, even more than ever, I really want to emphasize the importance of that message, of being informed, and of trying to do whatever you can to help stop the ongoing genocide, because this hasn't ended. This is not a historical thing. It is an ongoing genocide of the indigenous people. And on that super cheerful note, we might have our party die as well here in a minute. So, yeah. Where we left off, your werewolf friend had found some buddies and snuck up on you out in the woods. Was a great idea. There was no forewarning at all.
None.
Who could have guessed? So, what are y'all doing?
Currently, I'm running with Cassian on my shoulders. toward the castle.
Okay.
Ian is aiming their bow.
Oh, I don't know what happened to your audio, but it's off. It's wonky.
Is
Oh,
it?
Now it's fine. That's weird. You were super far away.
Oh, weird. Is my computer being weird?
Technology is just being weird in general
I'm
tonight.
just gonna bring the mic closer. Maybe that'll help.
I don't know. Could just be a technology thing.
Angry.
But if you could say what you said again.
Oh, okay. I'll be aiming my bow at the werewolves as we run.
Okay. I will tell you now, it will do very, very little.
Mm-hmm.
It will make them mad.
I
Jason?
probably don't want to do that.
I mean, I was gonna say I'm gonna piss them off because I'm gonna act as bait since I do have higher speed because I do have celerity.
They do like the taste of you. We learned that.
So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna draw my weapons and try to get their attention. As if you'll let me, while activating my what is it? The speed, the second level
Celerity.
Celerity.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you want to provide said distraction? Obviously, you're running, but like
running at them. Yes.
Oh, running at them.
Within the increased speed, I'm not going like directly at them, but it's like I was going to go right near. Work with me here. About like 10 feet after I start running at them, I'm going to dip to the side. Like I'm going to get their attention, draw their attention to me, and then dip to the side.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and give me. I'm going to say dexterity and athletics.
Okay. I'm going to make sure I don't need to. Yeah, I need to do a rouse check for fleetness.
Get good and aroused.
I've tried.
A lot of pressure right now, to be fair.
Yeah, I have taste right. I got success on my rouse check.
I always love whenever I'm saying some dumb shit and somebody follows. Like somebody who I don't recognize on Twitch. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you for follow, but you might regret it.
You said Dex and what else?
Dex and athletics. What'd you say, Lana?
Or you might like it.
Hey. Hopefully Demiplane is cooperating.
It's slowly cooperating because I'm using my phone.
I was going to say, don't forget.
That reminds me, I'm going to refresh now.
That's okay. It's not loading at all for me on my computer, so I also need to pull it up on my phone. Which is entirely a me problem and not a Demiplane problem.
4 successes.
Nice. Okay. So, remind me on your celerity what the actual ability does.
Oh,
like adds, I know that it's like a super speed, but
I think it adds 2 to like stuff for like actually. Let me double check what that does. Yeah,
I'm gonna say you might get some bonus to that actually.
Add celerity ratings to user's dice pool for non-combat dexterity tests. Once per turn, the user may use this to also do this when defending with dexterity athletics.
Okay. I mean, this would... It's not strictly defending, but it is. So, yeah, I would allow it in this case.
Let me throw that on there. Do you want me to re-roll completely or just roll that too?
Just roll the extra.
If it'll let me.
You can go just click on the dice and then add however many.
Oh.
Yeah. It is super handy. In the meantime, while you're rolling that, Antonio, what are you doing?
Well, aside from the realization that A, we didn't kill this guy the first time, and B, this is now a worse situation than the first time. I am very, very stuck in how can I get them to not hate me and maybe not kill me. Also, I wonder how fast they are.
The werewolves?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how fast they were running away from us the last time.
Oh, they're much faster than you. Think
Okay.
a dog running next to a human. Like dogs slow down so that they don't make us look terrible.
How nice.
Not
of
my
them.
dog.
They're so sweet.
Yeah, sometimes they just got to show you up. Like,
Yeah, Odin likes to make me feel like I'm the slowest person alive.
very, very thoughtful.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
So, Jason, how was your other roll?
So it came out to a total of 5 successes with the original
Okay.
4.
Yeah. So, what I would say, and Chad, if you want to think about what you were going to do, sorry to cut you off. I just want to resolve it. Otherwise, I will forget.
Yeah.
So, Jason, you run up and you just do like a perfect juke. So, you know, like the sports kind of thing where you're like running up and then you fake. And they are just like reaching out for you as you manage to do this. And you do cause one of them to just face plant into the snow and the dirt.
Good.
Unfortunately, that just makes it even more mad.
That's fine. That was the plan.
And you see all three of them rear their heads back and howl. And you can feel something in the air. You're not necessarily inherently magical yourself, but as a supernatural creature, sometimes you can just get kind of a strange vibe from things. It's similar to like in Dragon Ball Z when they power up
Oh boy.
without the visuals.
Invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, as they're looking
Yay.
up, I'm going to try and just move away from them as quickly as possible.
In any particular direction.
Back the way we came.
Okay, so same direction as Dimitri and
Yeah.
Cassie.
If I am able, I would also like to. Okay, what are our surroundings? I know we're like mountains, but is it just flat land or
No, so you
vegetation?
went up into the mountains a little ways, because that was it wasn't just the woods; it was the mountains that
Okay.
Jason specified.
I will try to hide if I'm able to, like duck and weave and put some foliage between us.
and probably some large rocks. I just went and rewatched Nosferatu, because why not? I mean, a couple days ago, so good, so good. But yeah, like there are definitely like rock formations in the mountains and things.
Okay.
Yeah, so you start to run away, and before you see it, Demetrian, you and Cassian hear a very loud crashing sound. Not from directly ahead of you. We'll say off to the left.
It's always the left. It's always the damn left.
And in addition to the crashing, you feel the ground shake with each impact of what you can only assume to be the footsteps of a giant creature.
Oh,
I don't like this. I don't like this. Can I use my survival to help us navigate without being seen?
Yeah, because I'm just running. I'm just booking it like
Yeah.
Just
actually
Straight up
Sonic, like Sonic style. Just
I love it. I love
even
it.
better.
Just wrapped around. Ah!
See if when I get celerity, because I think I'm gonna pick that up. I'm gonna have the visual of anybody see the Devilman Crybaby?
Yes.
No.
That running animation. You have to look
I
at that
love
running
it.
animation.
It's so great.
Let me do that real quick. While I'm
it's a
doing
sight.
that, though. So Cassian, you are wanting to use your survival, but you can tell even on Demetrian's back, it is much closer than you would have expected for such a large creature to have been able to relatively quietly sneak up on you.
Oh. Oh. Is it an animal? Perhaps?
It's not. Well, okay.
It's
Technically,
just a giant
technically,
werewolf.
technically, we're
Yes,
all right,
probably.
but
Oh my god.
but
I
no,
woke
it
up with
is
my
not
tattoo.
strictly speaking an animal. So what the two of you see before the others do is a hulking form, 20 feet tall, we'll say. And you notice it doesn't look like a werewolf, doesn't quite look like a person either. There are human features. It looks to be made of multiple people stitched together. And we're not talking Frankenstein. This is not Frankenstein's monster. This is
It's a rat king?
horrific. This is a horrific mishmash of parts of people with spikes and like chitinous plates covering it, looking like a natural form of armor. Bones protruding from it, and it doesn't have so much a face as it has multiple faces.
I wish I could unsee this.
Don't we all?
Cassian, I think we're fucked. I
The
think we're fucked.
fuck is that?
Is there any way I can try to like climb up the nearest tree and just hop from tree to tree?
I mean, you could, but it would greatly slow you down.
Yeah.
And this thing seems like it would be able to catch you pretty quickly. But you also notice it's not coming towards you.
Huh.
Oh,
Is it?
where the hell would it be going?
What's
So,
it doing?
Antonio, you're following your friends.
Yes.
Jason, are you staying and fighting, or are you also
No.
trying to run?
Oh, as soon as I jerk around and get their attention, I'm going to circle back around and meet up with them.
Okay,
Basically,
perfect.
I'm going to lead them the opposite direction and come back around.
Perfect. So, as you turn around to see what it might be going after, once you notice it's not coming after you, you do see Jason like running the opposite direction. You see that the werewolves are following, and it seems to be going after either them or Jason, one of the two.
Well,
R.I.P. Jason.
Now, why would something like that be chasing me? Come on.
let's just hope he's fast enough because we gotta go.
I'm fast
I
as
don't
fuck,
want to
boy.
piss it off. I don't want to piss it off.
Fastest motherfucker alive.
Antonio, seeing this creature, it almost looks like it's coming towards you because you are a little further back. but then you notice it's not angled quite in your direction. It seems like it's going to run past you. Would you
Okay.
also continue running towards the castle?
I think I would.
I mean, if not to like wake the gargoyles and have them descend upon.
Yeah.
Whatever's attacking us. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Chad.
Antonio.
Antonio.
Antonio just blips out of existence temporarily.
He got lost in the
Technology.
woods.
That's the best way to
Technology
avoid
is
it.
just,
Just pop
yeah,
gone for a second and then comes back.
yeah. Technology is just a great thing tonight. We're having a great
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So technically it doesn't require 3 people or kindred to go get the gargoyles, to be fair.
Yeah, but I was already on my way there, so
I'm not
Fair enough.
jumping down yet.
that and I am more concernicus about Cassian. So I'm just booking it with them on my shoulder.
I'm just trying to think, what could I even do? Could I do
Okay.
like a
We really lost him
knowledge?
this time. Can you what?
Could I like, I'm not intelligent though.
We know.
Wow.
What are you trying to do?
Just like, do we know what this is? Not at all, right?
Or red leather jumper.
Oh no, you have no idea what this is.
Okay.
For,
For sure, no idea. Okay, cool.
Yeah. If you did know, I would be questioning how, because only a very select few would know.
Okay. Good to know.
Anyway, Antonio.
I was about to ask that same question. Was it something I recognized?
Perfect. Yeah, no, you have no idea. This is completely unknown to you, which
Okay.
I feel like you're probably somewhat used to, because you didn't really know a whole lot about werewolves. You didn't know fuck all about gargoyles.
Yeah.
So, this is just what, week 3 of what the fuck is going on. Technically, it's only like the second day of your life of what the fuck, but
Yeah.
minor details. Anyway, so you were continuing to run.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So Jason,
Yes.
whilst running, you can also feel and hear this creature approaching.
I don't stop. I don't know what that was, but I also I know for a fact I have 3 werewolves on my ass. So
Better on your ass than in your ass?
on no, they into my ass. I into that now.
That's why I said better on than in.
Fair. I thought you said or in.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna kink shame. That's...
I mean, neither do I. I'm just not.
Yeah, so it does not take long for this creature to catch up. The werewolves initially don't seem to be paying it any attention. They're more focused on their tasty treat in front of them. But anyone who, especially Antonio, would you like keep an eye on it behind you, or would you just be focused on running?
I would be focused on getting distance on the werewolves.
Yeah. So, Jason, because they are very close to you, and even with celerity, you can only run so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Giru are still faster at the end of the day. You're still going to be looking behind you just to see how close they are.
Mm.
When you see this creature reach out with one of its massive arms that looks to be made of multiple arms stitched together, and it picks up one of the 3 werewolves and rips them in half.
Ooh. Oh. Yeah, definitely not stopping now.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah, no,
Turn
I'm
back
sorry.
around,
I'm
turn back
circling back. Oh, I was already planning on circling back around. I just
Yeah,
want
I
to give
mean,
y'all time to get further ahead.
as
Do a
you said, you had
backflip.
yeah, you had mentioned trying to like circle back towards the castle. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay. As you start to do that, you do see the other two werewolves seem to be no longer as interested in chasing you. They seem to be a little more preoccupied with their own survival. One of the werewolves who was not ripped in half does appear to be the one you had tried to kill before. It did not kill your burnt friend, unfortunately. But the creature stops. Once the werewolves take off, they are much faster. They were probably intentionally slowing down because it's more fun if they make you run.
Yeah.
You know, just playing with their food a little bit. Yeah, it just stops and starts to lumber off.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
I love the lack of like any fucks to give. You're just like, okay, cool.
No, it's not no fuck. It's the alrighty then of like, I don't know how to process what just happened.
Fair.
You're Sonic the Hedgehog right now. All
Yeah,
right.
no, he's just getting the fuck out of there. He will process what the fuck that was as soon as he catches up, make sure everyone else is fine.
Yeah. So as the rest of you make your way back to the castle, you do see a group of horses approaching.
Horses.
What now?
What is happening?
The head rider does look familiar to you. It's been, 100-something years. But you did previously meet Micah Viknos, the one who saved you from the attackers on the road here.
Bitch, what? You're one of us?
What?
How are you alive? Are you what? Who are you? Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's werewolves in I don't know. There's a thing. Made of people.
Yes.
Bodies. I don't know. You ever see like when a bunch of rats get stuck together? That's what.
A rat king? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That.
That's not how I would describe that, but okay.
I am quite aware of the creature's existence. It is one of my servants.
That was you?
You. Okay. Okay, so we're safe from that. Are we safe from that?
Of course. Why would I want to harm you?
I don't know.
I've saved you twice now, so.
And it's much appreciated. We have one of our own still running for his damn life out there. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on back there. I was just focused on getting the hell out of there, getting this. Put Cassian down, getting this one.
I was gonna jump down.
Just kind of like, dunk. And just, I was gonna ask the gargoyles for help. Do like a big plea, like, I'm sorry, I know that I hit you, but we need your help. We just kind of, I don't know what's going on. Who are you?
You were going to ask the gargoyles for help. You know that gargoyles are stone, right? They can't move. They can't do anything.
Am I being a term that's not invented for a few hundred years?
Torchlit? No. No, it does not seem like he's bullshitting.
You got the bard to stop talking.
Yes, that's quite a feat.
Okay. Is there any way we can, with all of us, like go back there and figure out if Jason's fine? Oh my god, I'm worried about Jason.
I was about to say, when would I be catching up after circling back?
Yeah, so Jason, because you are a little bit sneaky, in theory, sometimes, while you would probably run most of the way, your friends are also a little bit traumatized, so probably not paying super close attention. Excuse me. And Micah just says, I believe he's fine, looking around your shoulder, Demetrian.
I'm just like, I'm touched, Demetrian.
The fuck?
Hi. You're back.
Hello.
Where's
You didn't
Bill?
hear that.
Too late. What'd you say, Cassian?
Where's Anthony? Yeah.
Antonio's with you.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say a goddamn thing.
If that helps you feel better, go ahead and think that.
Micah says, just in case you were wondering, the vase is fine too.
Oh, is that what that thing's called?
The
Mhm.
what?
The-
The flesh
I will-
monster.
I will say, I don't recommend looking this up, but if you're super curious, it is VOZHD.
Mm-mm.
It's horrifying. You're
I'm
welcome.
I know enough about
horror
it.
artist. Okay, I'm looking it up.
I
I'm
already
a
know
horror
enough about
artist.
I already know who enough about who
Say that
created
again.
it, so I don't need to.
Actually, I'll just drop it in the Twitch chat to
Okay.
horrify everyone.
Yeah.
But again,
Under
You know,
discretion. Under
with
your own
warning.
discretion.
yes, you do not have to.
Oh, I've seen worse
Mhm.
things in Doom.
Yeah, it's because it's that like 90s drawing where they left a lot of details out. But if you imagine them, it's
Yeah,
not
it's like-
work.
It's like some Resident Evil stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Mm.
some people aren't into that. Is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What's between its legs?
Just don't ask questions.
Like 17 dongs, probably.
Yeah, it does look
Hey,
like it's got a little
do you-
little nub of something. Actually, not a little nub; it's a large nub.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what's between his legs? Yes. The answer is yes.
All the
Or
things.
or who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
what?
Who?
several who's probably.
Many who's.
Anyway. So, Micah says he was actually out werewolf hunting, hoping that I would run into at least one of you.
You were hoping to run into us. Why?
Well, I have a task that, I'm just too busy to deal with myself. And since the four of you do owe me, now doubly so, I figured who better to ask?
Okay.
I have a friend who will be traveling through Transylvania, headed to the Tremere Chantry. And it would be in all of our best interest if said friend did not make it there. This friend doesn't deserve what the Tremere would do to him, nor what the other Tsimisi would do. I need to be the one to handle this personally. to make sure that he's taken care of. And that's
So like
your task, is to help with that.
So like an anti-escort mission.
Well, I would like him to arrive relatively unharmed.
I think we can manage that.
You'll be looking for a kindred named Goratrix. My people, they're not like us. They're not Canaanites. They don't have the same strength that we do, but they're keeping an eye on him. And he gives you directions to roughly where you need to go. It's a little ways away in Transylvania, but you do have a little bit of transportation. You have a little bit of resources at your disposal, being, not quite princes, but important kindred within your own
Still
fiefdom.
connected. Connected enough.
Exactly. Not enough to get silver weapons, apparently.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Next task.
Now, I would appreciate if you would do this relatively quickly, but it's not something you have to leave right away. You have a little bit of time.
Okay.
If there's any other business you need to resolve, I know you have become quite important in Transylvania, the four of you.
So important. So very important.
Parts of me are.
It's the fingers.
Mm.
Gotta wrap those Valentine's Day gifts.
Oh yeah.
He says,
Okay.
if you don't have any questions for me, then I'll leave you to it.
Where are we finding this this person again? This kindred, this Gore?
Gorge.
Gorgeous.
Goretrix.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
I'm terrible with names. Usually, the only name I hear over and over is my own.
Or God. Let's see. And he does so. Like I said, he gives you rough directions of how to get there, but he gives you the name, Timisora, and it is a crypt beneath the Chapel of the Holy Sepulchre that you need to go to. So,
Okay.
I mean, because you are fairly well traveled at this point, you would know more or less how to get there. You've probably passed it other times. Trying to remember where the fiefdoms are in here, because there is something that I was going to talk to you about. One moment. Do any of you have any questions for him before he leaves?
Do you know how they're traveling and if they're traveling with an entourage?
And also what they look like.
He gives you a pretty good description, and also tells you where to find his people. And like I said, he lets you know they're not kindred. The people who he has watching Goratrix. Goratrix is a kindred.
Okay.
But his people are, you can assume, ghouls, which are people who are like bloodbound to a kindred.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sure if I was clear. Does Gordrix have people around him, like his own people?
So it's Goratrix.
Goratrix.
Yep. And to the best of your knowledge, and to the best of his knowledge, no.
Okay.
Antonio, do you remember which fiefdom was yours?
I did note it. Give me one moment.
Okay.
I think it started with a B.
Balgrad?
Probably. That sounds very right. If my notes will open up. Because it reminded me of Balrog, so
That
that's
makes sense.
probably
Makes a
what
lot
it
of
is.
sense. Yeah. So
Yes, Belgrade. Belgrade?
Belgrade.
Belgrade.
Yes.
Okay.
So I only asked because I was trying to remember who had which one. Some of them have princes, some of them don't.
I have the cool one.
Yeah.
Me.
Technically, the only one that has a prince is Hermannstadt, where our friend Jason kind of helps to rule over.
Yeah, I have Strasbourg.
That's right. Okay. So, Antonio, you have heard recently of a couple of princes. While Radu initially made it seem like he was the prince of all of Transylvania, I feel like you've met with at least a few other kindred who have made it pretty clear that that might be his ultimate aim, is to rule over all of Transylvania, but he does not actually. In fact, he just rules over his small domain. So you know that there are several other princes within Transylvania, and two of them, in fact, are potential targets. They have a significant faction who are out to get them. One is Mitru, the Prince of Klausenberg, who is of Clan Gangrel. I will say it could cause problems if you were to go after Mitru, just because Jason is also Clan Gangrel, as is Jason's sire. So that could cause some problems there. Just FYI. But there's also Marushka, who is of Clan Nosferatu, and is the Prince of Hermannstadt, which, again, could cause some problems because Jason, that's his fiefdom. But also, if, that prince were to just disappear, who's to say we couldn't install another prince? Prince Antonio, even.
Oh, God. All the power trip. Sorry if you heard a bunch of noise. I was opening a new drink.
How dare. How dare you hydrate yourself? I'm offended.
Okay, see, that's just it. It wasn't. It was a nos.
How dare you
Nas.
How dare you
dehydrate yourself?
dehydrate?
Dehydrate yourself. Yeah.
My gosh.
Anyway, so Antonio, you have heard those rumors recently. And you know that princedom obviously comes with a certain amount of power. But an important factor in that power, especially for our Nosferatu prince, is wealth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could. We could disappear the Nosferatu, install Antonio, and just have that one rich friend.
Or, I mean, you could also install Jason. It is technically his fiefdom, so, like...
Or Jason.
I'd prefer to be a baron than a prince.
Yeah, that's a thing that doesn't exist yet. That's a title that's coming. It's coming soon. Phrasing.
I can be the first.
Yeah, that'll be a matter to see which side you fall on here in 100 or so years.
Yes.
So, what's the plan? You have two potential things to complete.
2 side quests.
Well, I would say the one that is slightly time sensitive and that would repay the immediate debt
One
of
of
saving
them.
our lives.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
Kindred are very particular with boons,
Mhm.
and one favor repays one boon typically, unless they say otherwise.
Yeah.
As a previous episode was titled, "Never trust kindred bearing gifts."
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust anybody bearing gifts.
You say that, and you've accepted some help.
Begrudgingly and unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd say we regroup, gear up for a fight with a kindred, and go after Goratrix.
Absolutely.
All right. I mean, I don't need much gearing up, but okay.
Maybe
Things
something.
usually come off when things get serious.
We know. Whoever has the best occult, and I mean it's going to be intelligence, so
They have 3 intelligence and 1 occult.
Same.
probably Demetrian.
I was gonna say I think I have 3 intelligence, 1 in cold as well.
Okay. I mean, if you have the same, then either of you or both of you could roll.
I rolled to
Yeah.
1 success.
Oh no. Okay.
No.
Come on, phone. Work with me.
We'll see what Jason gets before we resolve that too much.
Hello, thank you. We're working with here.
It's an awful lot to ask. Loading.
Yeah, it's totally not like 5-year-old phone that I've put through the ringer.
No. Not at all.
2 successes.
Okay. So both of you have heard the name Samisi, which is something that Micah had mentioned. You also are very familiar with the name Tremere. Tremere is the clan that you technically sort of work for. That is what Gervais is. That is who essentially owns the castle you live in and you steward. And Jason, you especially would know the Samisi and the Tremere hate each other with a fiery passion. In fact, they have been warring in Transylvania for a few hundred years.
So we should at least definitely let our sires know about what we're doing. Because this could cause... No, don't look at me like that. This could literally be life or death matter here.
So I will...
Daddy's
Let me just clarify one thing real quick before you go call on mommy and daddy. Sire, so you were just asked a favor by Atsamisi.
Mm-hmm.
You work for the Tremere. Your sires specifically said you should take this when you were offered the castle by the Tremere. Were you to accept this and were you to tell your sires, that could end pretty badly. Just a forewarning. If you would like to continue.
You gotta say though, it could be an issue no matter which way we go. Because if we literally go against our literal parents' bosses and get
technically
caught,
your boss,
we're dead.
I don't have
No.
one.
No, you have
Yes.
stepmom.
So, I do have a stepmommy.
Let me put this. Let me put it the way I was gonna say though. If we could do this and we go literally against our boss and get caught, we're dead. If we don't do anything and let them know that we got offered a job by their literal worst enemy, we could get brownie points and let them know about the plans of what they're wanting to do and just say, hey, we didn't take it. We were just asked to do it.
The end game is to be clear of all control. This right here is us taking our fate into our hands. Let me hold your hand while I say this, please,
I'm just
honey,
saying, you don't know who
Babe-
my sire is.
baby boy. No, por favor. Do not
Hey, do
tell
you remember?
Daddy.
Hey, do you remember how
about-
you were surprised how I literally just walked up and you thought I was stealthy and I surprised you?
I am going to squeeze the shit out of your hands.
It don't matter.
You won't be able to use your claws. You'll be useless.
Eh,
I
for a
am
bit.
stronger than you, my friend. Do not
Okay.
tell anybody about this.
Hey, I thought you were all about freedom.
Yet you're trying to take
control
mine
me.
away.
Yet you're also trying to take mine away.
No, honey, you're
I'm
like,
trying
oh,
to say
please choke on my chain.
no.
Pull it harder, Daddy.
I'm just trying to make sure you're understanding what could happen if this goes wrong. That's
Can I
all I'm trying to say.
Why
Cassian?
are you so scared?
Well,
'Cause
Antonio was
yeah.
going to say something.
Okay.
Can I try to convince them that it is a bad idea?
I
And
would like you to first just do it verbally, and then we'll go if that's not enough.
Okay.
You're with me, right, Antonio?
I am with us. And as long as we are us, I think we need to act in our best interest. And right now, that is not giving more power to the ones who control us. I
get
think
that.
See,
I
I
think
get
we
that.
can work on our own until we don't have to work for anyone else.
Ahí está.
Okay, so
That is how it's done.
I'm getting the feeling that y'all have a completely different relationship with y'all's sire than I do.
I think that's apparent.
Yes.
But
Couple
what I'm
parents,
trying,
please.
yeah, but also, my sire taught me everything I know about stealth, spy, killing people in quiet. If anything goes wrong here, we could literally end up 6 feet below. I just want that to be very known and put out there.
It is clear and understood, but without their help, we would have been dead 10 minutes ago.
No, I understand that.
You especially would have been dead. You would have been ripped to shreds. You would have been eaten. You would have been dinner for 3 werewolves. They probably would have like ripped you apart while you were still breathing and alive to feel everything. Just their claws and their teeth tearing into your flesh.
Okay, I don't need the description.
Do you not remember?
Let me talk real quick. I am on the same side as Antonio. I am with us. I just want it to be known what will happen if things go wrong. So if we're gonna do this, there cannot be any fuck ups.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I trust us.
Of course. Do I ever fuck up?
Do you
Don't
want me
answer
to
that.
Up and down and side to side from what I hear.
True.
Cassian's flashing back to previous.
Shut the fuck up.
We need to go into this with everything prepared for anything and everything.
Thank God I didn't
We
catch
will.
that. Anyway, we understand the risk, but we got this. As long as we are a team, and at least one of us is a distraction, the 3 of you, the 2.5 of you,
Wow.
can
Talking
get
about
the
me.
thing done.
Yeah, Cassian Small.
I'm the hat.
Okay. I mean, fair, but anyways, so we need to go and figure shit out instead because as far again, all I should say is like it's just been hearing power hungry fantasies lately. That's
It's
why I'm
not.
finding it out.
It's not about
not.
power.
No, hey, I understand.
about-
Hey, freedom, I understand.
Freedom.
I haven't been hearing plans. I like plans.
So we'll
Well,
plan. We have a day.
Yeah, we can
Let's go
plan.
plan.
The
Let's
thing
go then.
is, you jumped straight into let me tell Dad.
No, I suggested it because this could literally end us up in the ground.
Anything good if we're not careful.
To be honest, right?
Yeah,
You
and
almost
I-
died,
Exactly.
and this time it
And-
was your fault.
No, hey, see, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Out of the four of us, I'm the only one that's almost died already. Exactly. So
But
I'm
who
sorry if
saved
I'm a
you?
little okay. First time not the second time wasn't y'all.
I saved you. Who almost killed? Who almost burnt that werewolf alive? Who was the one with the big
Almost?
brain that said,
Almost.
"Hey, maybe if I shove this fire in its neck vagina,
The neck
it'll
is-
stop coming after us and maybe
Nicosi?
die." Nicosi, yeah, but that's not invented yet. So
it is now.
I am the pioneer of the
Percy.
Ussie.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
Cassian.
exactly.
No, Cassian was the pioneer of that.
The
I
Nicosi.
full, I was gonna say I full honestly see that. You're just like the neck pussy and Cassian Nicosi.
But
But
yes,
yeah,
who fucked that Nicosi? 'Twas I who fucked the
Okay.
Nicosi.
I understand that. I'm just saying we need to be on our absolute best with this.
We will be.
Because I know what we'll be up against if we don't.
Yeah. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I promise on Cassian's life, we'll be fine.
Nope. That is not how that
Don't
works.
do that.
Don't use other people's lives for your own stuff.
Okay. Well, don't worry about it. I stand by what I said. Don't read into it.
Read into what?
Exactly. Anyway, let's
I'm
fucking
just
go
saying, yeah.
inside. We've been out here this whole time. Let's go inside, and this is the one time I'm saying let's go inside and talk. Isn't that what you always wanted to do? Isn't that what you wanted to do before you stormed off and got us almost eaten?
What?
Let's go inside. Let's make a plan.
What did I? Who? What?
Pa dentro. Pa dentro del castillo.
I've already been walking.
Ahora mismo.
I'm just confused by what you meant by storming off. You know, it's almost hit.
Go.
I'm only walking. Tell me what to do.
Ay.
So
Anyway.
we regroup.
So we're inside.
we check what armor we have. If we don't have something, oh, he's probably gone by now. That the blacksmith's grandson.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say he's dead.
But passed on his
Oh,
skill.
he's probably gone by now.
I had that thought like half an hour ago. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna talk to the blacksmith. I'm like, wait, no.
All those people that Demetrian fucked, dead.
Mhm.
Mm. That's a
Shame.
good time though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're great grandkids, you know. Great grandkids who are adults. Let me specify.
Yeah. Important specification.
Yes.
They're of age descendants.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we would
Good.
know.
Sample down the line. It's like a charcuterie board of people.
It was good blood.
We would know specific like weapons or techniques or ways to, based on our own weaknesses, like what might benefit us in a fight if we were to use a weapon on another kindred?
Sure. So your sires, minus Demetrian, would have given you at least kind of the basics of like what to be careful of. Demetrian, Isabella would have given you at least some information just to make sure that you had like the very basic kindred 101 type stuff. Like beheading, that'll kill you. Fire, that's a bad thing. Some kindred, very few, but some can be affected by the true faith, but that's none of you. So, other than that, you know that a stake to the heart will not kill. It will send you into torpor, which is a convenient way to transport a kindred. It basically just makes you dead to the world temporarily, puts you into stasis, more or less.
Not fun.
It depends on how you're asking.
A torpor junkie. That'd be interesting character to play.
I like waking up.
I like being in control.
Just torpor me just a little bit, right about. Okay, no. Then pull back.
just the tip, right?
Yeah.
Ending the torpor.
Autoerotic corporation.
Yeah, it's edging, but for death.
Just like
The ultimate little death.
Okay. Although I do know for a fact that is one hell of a high.
Good to know. The more you know.
I'm just talking about the nearly dying moment. The adrenaline you get from nearly dying.
Yeah. We're moving on though.
So I would make sure everyone is equipped with a comfortable amount of stakes, or at least, one each, just in case. And then whatever standard weapons they would like.
And you would know it doesn't have to be necessarily a wooden stake. Just anything relatively stake-like.
Okay.
So a knife.
In theory, if you stab them hard enough.
Fair enough.
Those better be some very long fingers. And hopefully you
Nails.
like keeping them in there for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You trying to say something over there to me? Valencia there? You trying to show off there for everybody in the chat?
Listen,
I mean,
during Brindlewood Bay, the conversation was about hand necklaces and their
Oh, I
arms.
saw it.
And
though.
arms.
I saw the message on Discord
Yeah.
about that.
Hands, a lot of hands.
A shared sentiment.
Poor Ren. Well, I say poor Ren in the chat, but lucky Ren, really.
Yeah.
Getting all the eye candy.
let me hold on. For the fans.
Never do it for free. Come on.
You gotta give freebies every once in a while.
I'm a communist.
Equal opportunity. Anyway, so you are able to stock up. I mean, like I said before, whenever you were going to investigate the gargoyles, that you have a decent armory. The basics are available. If anyone wanted armor, you could have it within reason.
Hey, Antonio, did you ever get one of your blacksmiths to do those gauntlets for me? The ones with the the Sharpie fingers that I can just clip people.
So she can copy. They can copy me with my claws.
Well, some people are not born with them, but also some people are born with extra strength.
It's fine. We
I
each
know I
got
would
our
have
own
asked
gift.
for upgrades and personalized things and maybe armor. I'm not sure if they would have the resources for armor, but hey, it's been 100 years. Maybe their grandkid finished. If they couldn't, they started.
Yeah, I think the fact that a lot of the people in the nearby village helped to work on the castle, and having that protection from any kind of like raiders, things like that. When the Mongols came through, it did decimate the population a little bit, but some of them were able to ride out the storm in the castle. I would imagine with Dimitrian mostly.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think that they've been able to do well enough, especially having the four of you to potentially buy things from them from time to time.
Oh yes.
So yeah, I would say relatively simple armor. So not like a full plate mail set, but
Just a little protection.
shoulder pads.
Wow.
I'm good.
It might be enough.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Wow.
No, like a breastplate, gauntlets for sure. You gotta have the titty armor.
Yeah. Mm.
They're their own armor.
I would though have something that would protect my neck and maybe recommend that for everyone else. Just in
Antonio's gonna be a
case.
big fan of Wu-Tang.
Protect your neck.
Mhm.
I was just listening to that the other day. Yeah,
Dimitrian's like, that would make for a good song one day.
right. Antonio Ghost wrote for Wu-Tang.
Silent producer. One of those producers you never see in public.
Yeah, you're like, who the fuck is that? It's Antonio. I love that, and we will get there one day. It's gonna be a while because we're 5 episodes in and we're still in the 1400s.
Mhm.
But yeah, anyone else getting any kind of armor, other weapons?
I'm just getting stuff from my hands. That's it.
Yeah, I just go with what I usually use, which is just twin blades.
And yeah, just have a blade and a bow, basically.
No armor?
2 daggers, a sword, and then the protection.
Neck protection.
I had it set up so that I have 4 brawl, which means that apparently you're good enough to fight an MMA person and win.
Absolutely.
So
On a pretty regular basis, yeah.
I got these hands. They'll never get to this.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the characters that I play has a 4 in medicine. They're basically a surgeon without going to med school.
Amazing.
It's what daddy's money's for. Trust fund kids. Actually, mafia kid, but whatever.
Mafia kid.
What's the difference?
True. Anyway, yeah, so it would be late enough at this point because you did have some entertaining to do. You did have some entertaining out in the woods. And then, your unexpected assistance. So it would be late enough. You wouldn't want to set out right away. But the following night, you are, if you're ready, if there's nothing else you want to do, able to set off.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Perfect. So after a couple of days travel, you come to your destination, the small, fairly remote town where you were told that Goratrix would be. And as I said, you were told where to find Micah's minions, for lack of a better term. And they let you know that he's been in the crypt for about 2 days.
And they haven't seen anyone else go in or out?
Nope.
Okay. I think we have whatever information we need.
Looks that way.
If we're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
All
think
right.
so.
All right, let's go in.
Yeah. So you make your way into the church. The crypt lies below. It's fairly easy to find these stairs that lead down. And as you make your way down, it is noticeably cooler. Even though it is winter in Transylvania, it borderline frigid. You can see your breath if you had breath still, but none of you do. But if you forcefully exhale, just for the drama of it, it's very noticeable. Probably to the point that all of you would be moving a little slower than normal due to your unnatural physiology, your lack of blood flow.
Our bodies are freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
It's good times. We love it.
Hard to move. I'm glad I didn't put on any armor though.
We need friction.
What are you talking about? Yeah, armor would be good because you'd be able to keep warm.
Yeah, but it'd be harder to move.
I also realized none of us took cloaks.
Who needs them?
It's winter in Transylvania, and we're not exactly unsuspicious walking through freezing temperatures and barely any clothes.
I mean, some of us can't be seen, so or it's very hard to notice us.
I mean, fair.
And the ones who
Still.
are noticed want to be noticed.
Yeah. So, making your way further into this crypt. God damn it.
I didn't know you heard that.
It was very quiet, but I still caught it. So, you see that there are these desiccated corpses. And the further you go, they are no longer corpses. They are just piles of bones. And eventually, you do see a staircase leading down. And this is a fairly ruined staircase. It looks like this does not get a lot of use. But there is just a flicker of torchlight. And you see shadows moving.
Looks like we're not alone down here. Well, I mean, we're looking for someone, but not alone. You know?
Say it one more time.
Not alone.
Three times fast.
Not alone.
We
Be
never
careful.
are in places like this, yo.
Keep your eyes open.
Let's stick close together. Cassian, come here.
Cassie puddles on them.
Wow.
Gonna make out for good luck.
I was saying earlier, we could, friction
just-
for warmth,
All this, when this happened, I look at Tony and go, no.
Oh, come on. You two would be really cute together.
No.
Just think of without a paddle. Just get naked and cuddle up
No, thank you.
for warmth, for survival.
Yeah, for warmth.
I know that your mind is telling you no, but your body,
Body.
There's also
your
Your
body is
body.
telling you yes. Because I don't see anything wrong with a little bump and grind.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Just not my type.
That would also make a good song.
You say with a little bump and
Yeah, it
grind.
would be a good song.
I love that we have two bards.
Antonio would try his best not to be seen,
Sorry, Ella.
if at all possible.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anyone who is trying to be unseen, please give me a stealth roll. And Antonio, I believe you have a bonus, right?
Is Dex and stealth right?
Yes.
Is it just stealth or
It's Dex plus stealth.
Dex plus stealth? Okay, one
Because I
sec.
too also want to try to stay quiet and not be seen down here.
Yeah. Alana, did you run over your dog?
No, I startled her when I laughed.
You
She
monster.
jumped.
Poor baby.
Can I use shadow cast instead?
What are you trying to do with it?
It's supposed to. Wait, never mind.
I mean, you could. I believe that it would be potentially applicable here.
Yeah, because it kind of makes them. Can't remember. The whole reason I got it was for things. But
For success.
Nice.
3 successes.
Okay. All right. Don't fuck it up, everyone else.
5 successes.
Nice. When are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just reading real quick. Oh, it's a.
Are you reading your shadow castle?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can probably help with that.
Okay.
What do you?
I think it just terrifies people. That's all it really does.
Okay. I mean, that is an option.
Okay.
Something you could try to do.
See if
That
it startles them, and if it doesn't, then we know it's something scary.
True. So is that what you want to do?
Sure, I will do that.
Okay. Does it give you a specific role for that?
It's an awareness. Yes, exactly. Nosferatu doing it.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh, I hate this. I'm afraid now. I don't think it's a good idea now.
No. Seriously, go. This is not me trying to be a dick.
I'm weird. I got 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's pretty good.
That's arousal too. So
Yeah. Not afraid to get aroused.
gotta get aroused. Where did it go?
In this group, it's pretty easy, apparently.
You say apparently as if you're not a part of this group.
I'm just saying.
You can't deny it.
I totally don't have anything to do with it. What are you talking about?
Why isn't it letting me roll it?
I
don't know. What's it doing?
It's just going blank.
Oh, that's super helpful.
Lucy, I feel that.
Okay. 1 success. So arousal.
Okay, yeah, so that's perfect. That's all you needed. Tell me what you do with your shadow to be spoopy.
I'm just gonna stretch it out in front of us and kind of have it like, kind of see if there's a reaction to it, I guess.
just general. Ooh.
General spoopiness.
It just kind of like stretches out along the ground and does like the nose for. Oh yeah, I'll let it like go up the wall too and just kind of like see. But I feel like it would be more like monstrous shaped, like maybe a raven or something. Like a really strange raven. Large raven shadow.
Absolutely. He only got 2 successes, so you are able to probably distract a little bit and also provide some intimidation to this.
Okay.
And because everyone else rolled super well for their stealth, you all get to go. You get to react before he does anything. So, Demetrian, you did have the best. I'm going to let you go first.
So I do that little like tactical sneak run to them and kind of like grab them from behind and like grab my stake out and like stab them in the heart from behind.
Okay. Absolutely. Give me, I would say this would be strength. And you're trying to stab, so that would be melee.
For success.
Nice. Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Preparing to do something similar if it does not work.
So, Demetrian, you come up, you put your arms around, like trying to grab him. He flips you over his back.
Well,
He also got 4 successes.
Okay, then we're down for a brawl. I get back up and I go for
Well, it's not your turn now. You had your action, so we got to let other people
let's
do
go.
some stuff.
I'm mad.
But I'll try to slash with a sword.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a strength and melee.
Strength melee. Okay. One.
Oh,
Yeah.
Antonio, did you like the sword?
No.
Whoops.
It was a standard.
Yeah, it wasn't like custom or anything. So you like
Not yet.
slash at him with it. He grabs it with his hands and snaps the blade.
Okay.
And just says, "Is that the best the three of you can do?" Well,
I haven't
four.
gone.
Four. Sorry, I forgot about your shadow friend.
I technically haven't shown myself yet, have I?
I mean, he's pretty observant.
Fair.
Jason,
I
your
was
turn.
gonna say, is there anyone else around, or is it just him?
seems to be just him.
Then yeah, I'm gonna run up and try to get like behind him and do a slash with him with my swords or blades rather.
Okay.
Because I don't know exactly how you want to play. Because I took the specialty twin blades.
Yeah.
I don't know how you exactly want to play that since it's two swords or two blades.
Yeah, so it would give you a bonus die for
Okay.
your specialty.
Maybe a strength and melee or a dex melee.
Strength and melee.
Thank you.
So, Antonio, it's a good thing you grabbed several weapons. Next, you got to use those daggers.
That's the next option. Something else I want to try. Probably
And,
also won't work.
While we're waiting on Demiplane to do its thing, realistically, you could still use the snapped sword. Like, it's not
True.
snapped at the hilt. There's still a little bit of a broken blade there.
Okay.
It's like stabbing with a spoon because it hurts more.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, sharpness is just all about pressure.
I've
So-
actually
Anything sharp if you have enough force behind it.
What'd
with
you say,
dull
Lana?
things. I've had incidences with dull things. It sucks.
He does.
It really does.
Fair. So, we have eyewitness testimony. It would hurt more.
It hurts a lot.
5 successes, by the way.
Jesus. Okay.
Hmm.
And you said you were slashing at him to try and do what? Once you're
Just honestly, so I was getting behind him. I kind of like want to try and get his spine, if possible.
okay.
Since Demetrian got his attention was in front of him fighting him, I was just gonna try to get up back
Well,
behind him.
they were behind him, but they're not.
Demetrian? Yeah, they're front face with him, right?
No, so they were behind him. He flipped them over his back. They're now on their back on the ground.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just going for a slash. See it wherever will be the most opportune spot.
I mean, see, the real thing is, Demetrian, you gotta like bump up those athletics and just be Vampire Xena.
Yeah, I'm working on it. My athletic is 1, but my dexterity is 3.
That's fair. Yeah. So, Jason, you have the best luck of anyone thus far. You are able to slash at him. Let's see. So swords, that would be math. Yeah, you are able to do a little bit of damage. Trying to go for the spine. You do see it heals up pretty quickly.
Motherfucker.
Oh well.
Older vampires.
Can I
Nothing we
try?
haven't dealt with before.
And debatable. Cassian. what were you gonna
Yeah. I would like to try and stab this person. I would probably aim for the heart, really, if that's the goal.
Aren't we all, minus Jason?
I was trying to immobilize him so it'd be easier to fucking stab him in the heart.
If you think about it, though, you're all walking corpses, so
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
anyway, what were you gonna do?
I was gonna. Why did that not work? I was gonna do with my cutlass.
Mhm.
I was gonna stab him where I know the heart is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Essentially,
Even with your 1 dot of intelligence, you do know where a heart is.
I've got survival. Does that count?
No, I mean, just go ahead and make your regular strength plus melee.
I'm just trying to find why melee won't click. Damn it, melee. Okay. I got 3 successes.
I have bad news. Because he got 6 successes with a messy crit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait,
So,
how do we know if there's crits?
it'll tell you.
Okay.
So,
Oh, AK, I've never had one.
yeah, I don't know why it's so much less often, but I've noticed that with Demi playing, unfortunately.
I have.
Yeah, so he's a little bit nicer initially, just taking your sword from you. Like you slash at him, or well, try to stab at him. He sidesteps, disarms you, and then pierces your shoulder with the sword.
Okay.
Just that. You said you got 2 successes, right?
3.
Okay, 3. So that would be 2 superficial damage. So just the slash,
Okay.
the less intense.
Superficial. 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm grabbing my shoulder and backing away.
I mean, you can pull the sword out.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt, but you know,
Yeah.
also gonna hurt to leave it in.
But not living, so it shouldn't hurt as much.
No, it still hurts. It just doesn't bleed.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not the logic of leave it in so the blood doesn't all come out.
Exactly. Yeah. And he just looks around and says, "Is that it?"
Sorry.
I
That's
would
my
like to
turn
ask
again,
you to
right?
yield.
Oh, that's very cute. Asking me to yield. Do you yield?
Absolutely the fuck not.
And goes for a
Stop now.
swing. I just feel like absolutely fuck not. It just goes for a swing.
He doesn't seem to be making a move to attack any of you.
Who's his back towards right now?
You would be the one behind him.
Well, does he look like he's fully paying attention to me, or is he paying attention to all of us?
I mean, he's aware that you're there, and all of you would know just enough about Kindred to know it's not unusual to have like extrasensory perception.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's directly in front of him on the opposite side of me right now?
Kind of everyone.
Because I was gonna say I wanted to try to look at someone to like acknowledge an attack, so we can both go in, trying to hit them both at the same time, distract him. I go for like towards his heart from the back with one of my blades.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit me.
Specifically, yeah, I was gonna say specifically a Demetrian, since
I So your plan is to Um, so I go in with a a roundhouse to the head.
Okay.
Um, let's see the strength and brawl. 5 success.
My
Damn.
God.
Awesome.
Oh,
Come on, load for me.
yeah. That is 0 success.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
So, Jason.
Do I add the twin blade or no? Since
Yeah.
I'm just yeah.
I mean, if you're still using that, then
Yeah.
It's either that or your stake to try to get him while he just got kicked in the head.
Well, like we said, I mean, a sword would still count.
Yeah.
Give me a good roll. 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah. So between the two of you, you are able to probably take some minor cuts as he tries to lash out. The plants, which you really didn't notice that there were any, but weeds especially will grow through anything. Plants suddenly start to like lash out, grow out of the ground quickly, and try to pull you off of him in sort of a last ditch effort as you send him into torpor.
Nice. What the fuck are these plants? But yes.
And as he goes into torpor, the plants just wither.
They're him.
I didn't know we could do that if we wanted at some level or with some shit.
So he has mastery over plants somehow. Anyway, so I grab him and put him on my shoulder.
Okay. And what's the plan from here?
All right, we got the guy.
Ignore my dying, sorry.
Well, if you have him, I'm going to take a quick look around for any possessions or something that's not just his body.
Oh, you're looking for something very suspicious.
I was also going to say, be careful how you hold him because my sword is still in his heart right now.
Yeah, keep that sword there.
Yeah, it's the hilt is all the way in his chest and it's popping out the back. The
Okay.
back.
I just
have
wanted
him-
to make sure.
His tummy is right here. I have him like this.
Oh, so
And
you
tell me,
have
is there anything
That's-
specific that you're looking for?
Any letters? Anything of monetary value? Pretty much rifle through whatever he might have been traveling with if it's in the near vicinity.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's got
Whatever's not on him.
Yeah, he's got like a little impromptu setup here. And yeah, you do see some letters that he seems to have received from the Tremere Chantry. Tremere, as has sort of been mentioned before, are a little more secretive than some of the other branches, especially because they are not originally kindred. They were mages who made themselves into vampires. And so the Chantry is a little bit of an unusual term, but I think because all of you technically work for the Tremere, you might have at least heard it in passing as sort of like their version of a haven, but a little more specific to their clan, a little more advanced than just a place to live.
Okay. I collect all of that.
Basically, it's just like talking about the invitation. I do think that you see probably something in one of the letters that talks about Zelios.
Now me. Let's try to remember if I've heard that name before.
Yes, Zelios
What-
is the master builder, the Nosferatu.
Yeah.
the-
Oh, yes.
What'd you
Angular
find,
man.
Antonio?
An invitation, probably the reason he was traveling. We can look at this later. Just want to make sure nothing was left behind.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing of like significant value, stuff that you could use to pay for anything you need on the way back. But if you look a little further at the letter that talks about Zelios, it seems to be that they're suspicious of him, that he seems to be searching for something. They're not really sure what, but they think that he is onto something that they don't want him to be aware of.
Okay. Now, it was twofold. It was trying to find anything useful, but also trying to make it look like he wasn't abducted. He just kind of left. If anyone knew he was also here and came looking for him.
Sure.
That's what I would say. Like, grab any kind of essentials that would be needed if he was going to bug the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I
Absolutely.
think we're good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Jason, since you're the one that doesn't have your hands full or is not injured, go up ahead and check that nobody's around the entrance to see us carrying this guy. Please and
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep. I'm going to stealth up there and stay quiet while I'm going up there.
Yeah. The only people you see up there are the ones that you know to be Micah's servants.
Okay. I kind of just wave them up then.
All right.
Yeah, they're not listening to you. Oh, you wave up your friends. I got you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looks good. Let's go. Cassian, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I've had worse.
Do you want like some kind of patch up job or something on the way, or are you good?
They want some kind of job.
Don't put words in people's mouths.
I mean, a blood job mostly.
Mhm. Mhm.
Good old BJ,
Mhm.
Oh, blood juice, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I got you later. I got you later.
So what's the plan?
Take him back to Micah.
Make sure, and just while making sure no one else is watching other than Micah's people.
Yeah, I would say, Jason, if you're the one who is probably watching, give me intelligence and survival.
Intelligence and survival?
Mhm.
Yay.
Survival.
Survival. I got survival. It's one of the only things.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's on fire yet.
I was going to say this time.
Mm.
Everything's on fire.
Secret.
Flashbacks.
The world is on fire.
Remind me of the time I died.
Just like.
Just flash to Cassie. It's like the little girl with the fire behind her, giving the creepy.
1%.
Okay. You don't notice anything. You don't notice anyone following you.
Mm-mm.
Alrighty.
Good thing you're not aware.
Oh.
How it sounded that?
I was going to say, I have better awareness to rifle.
Oh, can I send up some ravens to keep an eye out for anything?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like anything is following you as far as you can tell.
Okay.
So, yeah, you make your way. I would say probably even back to your castle because Micah didn't specify where to bring Goratrix. But you know that you can contact him fairly easily. And so bring him back. Where would you keep him?
The crypt.
I was gonna suggest the same thing.
It's not.
Just
And we would try to cover him before bringing him in so it wouldn't be just carrying
Right.
a body.
just keep in mind
Fucking.
that the crypt is secret. Really, the four of you and Anatole and Lucida are the only ones who really know about it at this point. So just keep that.
I mean, just for storage purpose. At the
The shed.
Right.
Let's put him in the shed.
Mostly just so people and or the gargoyles don't see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is
How do you disguise this when you're riding back?
Roll him up into the fetal position, put him
Yeah.
in a sack.
Yeah, put him
With
in
the sword sticking out still?
It's like a boing.
Listen.
Oh no.
Listen.
I bend this sword so it's like curling around him.
It does hurt to watch, just so you know.
Oh.
That way it can't be pulled out either.
Mhm.
Jason
Oh,
just cries a single
Had that
bloody tear.
experience.
Yup. Just like, you owe me a new sword.
We'll get
Or
you a
just
new one.
unbending it. That's fine.
Yeah, just go.
Just take it to the blacksmith.
You say
Yeah.
that's not how blades work. You can't just unbend them.
Shh. Science.
It's okay.
Yeah. So, what do I want you to roll for this? Because I feel like this needs a roll. I would say you'll have subterfuge, right?
I have one.
I
Okay.
have.
I think that's
I don't think
the
I
one
do.
I did.
No, I have
Yeah.
one. I have one.
I mean,
Okay.
I have performance. That might help.
Debatable.
Playing it off.
I would say Antonio, give me a wits and subterfuge roll,
Oh, good.
or
I have-
Cassian, because
Oh, no,
I
I got
have
this.
three.
I
I've
have
got
one.
three
subterfuge.
total with them.
Let me just check because wits has a little asterisk next to it. So let me
Oh,
Ooh,
see.
fancy.
what did you do?
Oh no, it doesn't work for this. It's just because I am beautiful, but not in this situation. So
Wait, am I done? Oh, okay.
Just cue the Christina Aguilera. Beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Beautiful.
5 successes.
Jesus Christ. Cassian, can you beat that?
Sorry, what was it? I missed
5
that part.
successes.
No, I definitely can. I can only do
Okay.
3
Okay.
max.
Yeah. So we'll go with Antonio's roll then. Yeah, you are able to make this look like it's something else. You know, obviously it is roughly a person-sized bag, but you're able to make it look less suspicious.
Humans would see like an animal wrapped up, maybe.
Yeah.
We were hunting, probably.
Makes
I
sense.
mean, I definitely do look like a hunter.
Mhm.
I mean, me
With
and
your-
Cassie.
with
Cassie
your
was
armor.
remote.
We
Hey,
hit it with our cart on the road.
Listen, wolves are a bitch, all right?
Yeah, they are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you are able to bring him in, store him in the crypt, and contact Micah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything else we want to do while you're waiting? Because it will take a little bit of time for Micah to get here.
Patch up Cassian.
Yeah.
They're able to do that on their own. They're able to regenerate.
Catch up, Cassian.
Yeah.
Then in private, I would probably take a second look at the letters and anything else I picked off of him. One of us would look on his person and see if there was anything on him specifically that was of any importance.
Nothing that just stands out as like, holy shit, this is really important or really valuable.
Okay.
Yeah, and really, you don't get anything else from the letters other than what I had said before. That was kind of your, like, when you read these, this is what you're going to get.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could reasonably try to reach out to Zelios if you so chose. But you also have your other side quest.
I think that would wait for the moment, yeah.
No birds to Zelios.
I mean, that depends on if Antonio shares that information with everyone else.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Not yet.
Very tight-lipped.
People and their secrets.
All right.
Secrets are
Have
fun.
your secrets.
Professional mouths don't work for free.
Mm.
So, what else are we doing? Anything else?
No, just waiting for Mika.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, how long is that going to take us?
Yeah.
We could go do the murder.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It would take at least a few days.
Who wants to go do murder?
I mean,
Murder. Apparently, I'm terrible
Why
at it, but I could try.
Do we
Babies
know?
for murder.
Do we know how? I don't know if that would be. I think that would be information. Would it matter if we knew how old the Nosferatu was? Is that something that in character would matter to them at all at the
Oh,
moment?
it would. It definitely would. The older, the stronger, typically.
Okay, so we are aware of that. Do we know
Yeah.
how old they are?
There are exceptions. Not that any of you would know this in character, but out of character, I would tell you that if someone of a younger generation feeds on an older generation vampire, you then gain those generations. So you become a lower generation. You become more powerful.
Oh,
Interesting.
It is also highly, highly forbidden by kindred society, typically, for obvious reasons.
and very detectable, if I remember correctly, right?
I'm not sure about that. I mean, it would be pretty obvious though if like your sires were like, "Hey, how are you stronger than me all of a sudden?" Or your stepmommy.
mm-hmm.
She don't have to know.
What?
She doesn't have to know.
Yeah.
Somehow. Why do you think Cassian's never gone away?
It's not just the social anxiety.
So do we know how old the Nosferatu is? Or is that information we don't have?
Probably don't know a lot about them. Jason might know a little more since that is his fiefdom. But also Nosferatu are a little bit elusive at times, a little bit secretive. And also known for having a lot of information.
And then since they are
Which we need.
prince, they're probably not like the person who was just alone that we can gang up on.
Yeah.
So that might take a little longer than a few days.
But we could send in someone who was stunning and persuasive. That could.
Yeah, Antonio.
Yeah.
Okay, Antonio's is beautiful.
Well, actually.
I am stunning. Who also has
Well, actually.
I have and I'm also stunning.
Okay, so orgy.
Everyone but Jason.
Hey, no. See, y'all are all gorgeous. I'm innocent looking. I literally have on my feet is literally I am to anyone and everyone. I look innocent as fuck. I could do no wrong.
That's why the werewolves keep trying to eat you.
It's like a little lamb.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like veal. Like
Yeah.
you're like a little baby. Let's eat the little baby. It's terrible, and I love it.
Yo.
Yeah, we could have triple seduction.
It could work.
Yeah. Classic blood orgy.
Hell yeah.
Blood
I
sprinklers.
saw your head whip around at that.
I just thought of the scene from Blade.
I was gonna say, technically, during a blood orgy, Cassian could feed because everyone would be dying.
That's true.
True.
It's true.
I mean, we did establish that already with we stabbed this person in the neck. Hey, they're dying.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, well, now they're dying, so
Right.
have at it.
I was pretty proud of that.
It was good.
That was a
Yep.
good one.
So, what's the plan?
Sorry, that's my dog.
How dare?
Do
How dare
we
dogs be dogs?
the baby?
So, how are we going to do this?
Do we want to go in charmed and dangerous?
Charmed and dangerous. I love it.
That's the title of the episode right there.
I think charm might be the better route for this one.
Yeah. The danger is in the bedroom. And that one's consent. And yeah, we could chomp a little bit. Just for fun. Just for
Obviously,
fun.
we should definitely find out at least where he is first.
Oh, I mean, again, Jason, this is the prince of your fiefdom, so you know how to find him.
Yeah, you know where he is.
When he wants to be found.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta make sure we know where he is specifically. Like you said,
You
when
would know
I
how to
want
contact him.
Know how to
I mean,
contact him? Okay.
In order to take up residence and be somewhat over this area, you would have had to have introduced yourself formally.
Yeah, no, I was meaning the fact that, like you said, if he wants to be found,
Yeah,
if something happened, he could be going in hiding. We don't know exactly because we're not even in the town at the moment.
right. But no, I
So-
mean, you would know how to contact.
Okay, yeah. So I can get a hold of him, find out where he is. That would be iffy though if we're wanting to replace him with Antonio though, because then there would be we would have to make sure to get rid of that communication. Because if I contact him like, hey, where are you at? And then all of a sudden he goes missing.
That's assuming that other people read those letters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I am cautious, all right? I like to make sure the term hasn't been created because the alphabet isn't right. I like to cross my I's and dot my T's. And yes, I know exactly what I just said.
I was more cringing at Alana. Are you okay?
Yeah. I don't think it's
So-
bleeding, so.
So no.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean you don't think it's bleeding? What happened?
Toenail stuff.
Oh,
I ripped a toenail.
oh! I was literally about to say, since you said toenail stuff, I'm like, ooh, don't tell me anymore.
Oh no, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Anyway, moving on. So yeah, Jason, you are able to probably send a raven. I mean, through Cassian, but
Yeah.
would get a response pretty quickly because it doesn't take long for the crow to fly where it needs to, or the raven to fly, and you're given a location. You know that there is not really a castle in your fiefdom, but there is sort of like a summer home, so to speak.
Okay. So we have a location. How do y'all want to play this?
Well, we are bards, two of us. We can offer entertainment and we can offer entertainment.
I was gonna say I could definitely play the route that I'm trying to introduce. Basically, my group of out of game. Are we considered a coterie at this point, or no?
Yes.
We are. Yeah, so I can play this off as wanting to introduce my coterie to him, since y'all might be under the guise that y'all will be staying in town for a little while with me, for whatever reason.
That's an idea.
Mm-hmm. That's a good start.
That's a good start, yeah. And then while we're there, you know, we'll be ever so grateful.
Hey, y'all are bards. Y'all play it how y'all want after that. I can just make the introduction.
Oh, I'll play it.
Play it or play him.
Yes.
I said what I said.
Yeah. So, are you doing anything to prepare in the meantime?
Demetrian is buying me a new sword in the meantime on the way or beforehand.
I'll take you shopping. I was going to go buy a new mandolin. anyway. So let's go to your little toy store, and I'll go get my mandolin. And here's your allowance. You can go
Bro,
ahead
listen,
and
nah. See, you ain't gotta be talking like that. You're the one that decided to bend my sword, all right?
I'm giving you the money and giving you more than enough to get whatever sword you would like. So
Fair. Just I ain't gotta have the whole allowance stuff, all right?
I
Right,
do
I'm
get
not-
money every so often. It's not all just sexual
Oh, so you're the one
flavors
with the
or
allowance.
favors.
You're just projecting. Okay, I understand. Thank you.
No, I mean I make my money because I am a bard. I actually have a job.
You tell me you don't have a sugar daddy or two?
No, I do not.
Technically, you all have jobs now.
Fiefdoms.
Yeah, but I have a job
Yeah,
that I actually chose.
not
And
just being a
like.
landlord.
Yeah. And I don't
Does
get
that
any
pay?
money from landlording because I
I
don't
was,
take any of their money.
I was gonna say, does that pay us at all? Anyways,
Not great.
Mine
least not
doesn't
yet.
pay at all because I'm like, you don't need to pay me.
but yeah, I guess we'll go do all that, get prepared, then head out to. I think it was called Harmonshut.
Hermannstadt, Yeah.
Hermannstadt.
which is the German name. It's not the actual Romanian name. I would like to figure that out one of these days. I just haven't yet because I forgot. They give a lot of the German names or the Latin names in the book. But yeah, you are able to make your way to Hermannstadt. Jason, would you show your coterie any of the sites?
That's if they want it. Do you all want the fancy tourist tour, or do you want to go make introductions first?
I think introduction.
Yeah.
Works for me.
I would also say you've never been there for sure. They would not let you go there, Jason. But the chantry that was mentioned by Micah Sioris is actually very, very close to Hermannstadt.
Mhm.
Okay.
Just FYI. Also, don't forget to hydrate.
Oh, we gotta hydrate.
Yeah, so making your way directly to the summer house, despite it being the middle of winter, you are welcomed into this fairly lavish for being a rural kind of home here in remote Transylvania dwelling. There are a few people who wear masks over their face and robes who answer the door and let you in.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And they are
Well
completely silent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's just how they are. Just go with it.
And you've met one Nosferatu already. You probably haven't met a lot of others, but I think you can gather they're a little strange.
Mm-hmm.
And as you head into sort of the main reception area of this home, there is a large seat in the middle of the room. The form in there is cloaked in shadows. It's obviously nighttime because you're vampires. You'd be on fire if it wasn't. But in this room, it is even darker. And as the voice says, "Welcome. What brings you to my fine home?"
We thought it was time to meet the illustrious prince of this land.
Yeah.
Yes, my coterie here was wishing to stay with me for a few days or so here in town, and I figured since they are also of equal standing to me, and you know my whole situation, it only makes sense for them to have an introduction with you before settling in.
Yes, Antonio of Belgrade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, indeed.
And Dimitrian.
Well met.
Yes. How fares Strasbourg?
Strasbourg is faring well, prospering.
So I've heard. And little Raven.
Cassian freezes.
It does not sound like your sire.
Okay. But the fact that they called me Little Raven.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that reserved specifically for your sire?
It's a pet name my sire has for me.
I see. I didn't expect it to have such a dramatic effect.
I will attempt to make it seem like it's not a big deal. It just surprised me.
Cassian,
Unexpected.
give me a charisma and etiquette roll, please.
Fuck. Etiquette, I definitely was like, no.
But you're the
Charisma.
Riz Lord.
Charisma's good.
Yeah.
Risen with the tism.
Can I use my stunning? Or is it because it's a...
You know, I would say not in this case because for those of you who don't know VTM lore, Nosferatu are typically considered to be like horrible to look at. They all have some kind of something to them that makes them fairly unpleasant to most people. So stunning individuals are probably a little bit repulsive to them, a little, maybe even offensive.
Okay.
Oh no.
How the cookie crumbles.
2 successes.
It'd be like that.
What was that, Cassian?
2 successes.
Okay. You can use willpower to try and reroll.
Okay. Oh no, he's gonna figure it out.
I'm giving you the opportunity here. I'm not gonna.
Willpower. Yeah, I'll use a. Is it an X or a slash for this?
I think it's an X.
Okay. And what does willpower do?
So you should just on the roll be able to hit reroll,
Okay.
and then it should ask you how many dice you want to reroll. So just reroll the ones that were not successful.
What dice to roll? Wow, that went from it's now 6 successes.
Oh my god! Aren't you glad you did that?
Yeah, I'm so glad I did that.
Yeah. I think in this moment, Cassian, you've been maybe not to like vampire court per se, but you've been to enough functions that Isabella drug you to that you know how to behave. You don't always choose to do that because you don't really need to worry about etiquette when you're around birds all day. But you just kind of flash back. Tell me about just a quick moment before where Cassian maybe embarrassed either themselves or Isabella.
Okay. I'll say Cassian brought one of the birds in to the place, and they thought that it was completely normal, of course, but Isabel was more than peeved about it.
Oh yeah.
And Cassian would have been talking to the bird at some point and probably getting the stink eye from Isabella.
I would say more than the stink eye. I would say
Oh yeah.
she probably forced you, like compelled you to go outside, and had some very strong words, maybe more than strong words.
Yeah.
Very upset.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So learning a hard lesson from your sire. Yeah. And so just having that just kind of flashback moment, you remember what you were told, and you were able to sort of smooth out the social faux pas. Yeah. So now that you're here, what's everyone doing? How are we doing this?
I said I'm gonna leave that up to the bards. I got them here. Now they can figure out the rest.
So I've heard somewhere, don't remember where, that you might know some things about some things.
I think you've heard correctly, but I think you need to speak plainly if you want to know more.
Antonio, help me out here. I'm a little put off.
What could I say? What would I ask? Oh boy.
You're the one with all the information.
So
True.
I will say, I think it's pretty common knowledge. Oh no!
Ruh-roh.
Oh,
We lost him.
oh my God, he got poofed out of existence.
You asked for his help, and he said, "Nope, I'm out."
Antonio, why?
I'm on my own.
Oh, that's such terrible timing. Well, hopefully he'll be back pretty soon. He came back quickly last time, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Stall for time. Anyway, anybody else doing anything? Cassian, would you have any input?
With like the information or
Just the situation in general.
Cassian would be looking around, seeing what's around, because they can see in the dark. So they might just be like trying to observe what's in the area.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jason, what about you?
Same thing. I'm just keeping. Once I said I was going to introduce them. I kind of like did the whole like gesture towards them as I stepped backwards behind them. And I've just been keeping my eye out around and making sure there was no one else or trying to scope out the area.
I mean, there definitely are other people, or at least like other something humanoid things around.
What do they look like?
They're robed with masks.
Okay. All of
Yeah.
them?
Except for the prince.
Okay.
I don't know if Antonio's coming back. Because it's a little bit longer than normal.
Check.
Yeah, I haven't looked at my
He
Discord.
said in chat.
He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't said anything in chat.
Oh, I wonder if he had a like
Power outage?
or like a hard computer restart. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and call it here. We'll come back to this as we're panicking about what to say to the prince. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for coming and playing, as always. It's always a pleasure. Anybody want to plug anything before we head out real quick?
Sure.
You
I'll
don't.
plug. I'm Alana. I make dice. I also am an artist. You can
I
find
thought you were
me
gonna just stop at I'm a land. I'm like, this is not a plug.
Good job. You can find my art and my dice over at spectralcraft.ca. I'm also Spectralcraft Dice on all social media. Yeah, that's me.
Excellent.
I've been Valencia. You can find me. I'm a streamer on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch at Ultra Valencia. On all socials, you can find me as Diva with a Handgun. If you want to follow me, if you don't already follow me on all the socials, I do post really nice thirst traps that are laced with very political rhetoric behind them. You
As
know,
they should be.
pretty
Yeah.
face to distract. And of course, as always, my book, The Unreality of Being Forgotten, available on Amazon and everywhere else you buy books, mostly online because it's not in stores, I've checked. The devil gives me more money if you buy from them.
That's
So,
valid. That's so
yeah.
valid.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not great, it's not ideal, but it's what I could have afforded at the time. So anyway, if you want to support my book, book 2 is coming very soon, hopefully by the end of the year, as well as I'm still looking for another place to put my shorts and my poetry, because Substack is also evil.
More so, surprisingly, or at least more blatant about it.
Yeah. So I'm also writing a short novella that
Oh.
is future cyberpunk, which is not something I've ever written before, but I'm really loving it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
if you want to see updates on those things, talk to me about them, network with me, talk to me, connect with me. Diva with a Handgun on Blue Sky, on Threads, Instagram. I'm not really on Facebook because that place sucks.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
there's Chad. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, I mean, go support all of these lovely people. Go check out their socials. Go follow them on Twitch, because most of us do our own stuff, or are, wherever I bully them into.
Technically, I have a channel. Apparently, I didn't realize I started one, but
Well, whenever you make an account to like comment on stuff, it technically makes an account that you could stream from if you so chose. But
yeah.
Yeah.
don't forget, APOC Chromatic Unlimited is doing Black History Month TTRPG streams every weekend in February, and it's featuring either all or mostly Black cast with people like myself running tech sometimes, so that we're off the screen because it's not our month, it's not our spotlight. So yeah, go give them a follow, go watch their streams. They are fantastic. I was very happy to do the tech for the Gotham by Grassland game that they did. And yeah, so we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Dos.